What if I told you the secret to wealth isn't hidden in a Wall Street guidebook, but in a 2,000-year-old text? A millionaire in the Bible? King Solomon shares principles that can transform how you think about money and build lasting wealth. Ready to unlock these timeless lessons? Let's dive in. Welcome to Devine Voyage. In today's video, we'll explore financial wisdom straight from the Bible. This isn't about quick-fix schemes or outdated philosophies. It's about practical, actionable steps inspired by one of the wealthiest men to ever live, King Solomon. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to redefine wealth, break limiting beliefs about money, adopt an entrepreneurial mindset, and use your finances for a greater purpose. Let's explore how biblical principles can guide you toward prosperity. 1. Prosperity beyond traditional jobs. Many believe that financial success can only be achieved by clinging to stable jobs, working 9 to 5, climbing the corporate ladder, and retiring with a pension. But King Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, challenges this mindset in Proverbs 8:18. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. This scripture isn't just poetic. It's a timeless principle that invites us to reframe how we approach wealth. Key insight. Wisdom unlocks true wealth. Solomon's words reveal a profound truth. Wealth isn't about luck or chance. It's about wisdom. The kind of wisdom he speaks of is divinely inspired and aligned with principles of hard work, persistence, and trust in God's guidance. Solomon understood that money is a tool, not an end goal. He built one of the richest kingdoms of his time through strategic alliances, resource management, and divine insight, not by settling for the ordinary. Planting seeds for prosperity. Imagine your income as a garden. Relying solely on a paycheck is like planting one type of seed and hoping it will sustain you forever. But what happens when that plant stops bearing fruit? Solomon teaches us to diversify. Use your God-given talents and creativity to plant multiple seeds that can grow into a forest of prosperity. For instance, someone skilled in writing could create an ebook or start a blog, while a person with a knack for crafting could launch an online store. A modern example: take J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She didn't stick to the traditional job path. Instead, she used her storytelling talent to build an empire. Her wealth didn't come overnight. It stemmed from years of dedication, a clear vision, and persistence. Similarly, Solomon calls us to see beyond the limitations of stable jobs and recognize the potential within ourselves to create enduring wealth. Align your goals with God's wisdom. Financial success becomes sustainable when it aligns with God's. Pray for guidance, stay persistent, and embrace opportunities that may stretch your comfort zone. Whether it's investing in your skills, exploring entrepreneurial ventures, or finding innovative ways to serve others, these choices are your seeds of prosperity. King Solomon's message reminds us that financial success isn't tied to a job title. It's rooted in wisdom, diligence, and faith. With God at the center, riches and honor can follow, not as fleeting rewards, but as enduring blessings. 2. Redefining wealth. True prosperity isn't about the size of your paycheck, but the freedom it gives you to live life on your terms. Let's unpack this with a compelling scenario. Imagine two individuals, both earning $100,000 annually. The first relies solely on their 9-to-5 job. Their income stops the moment they clock out or if the company decides to downsize. The second person, however, has diversified their income. They've invested in rental properties that generate passive income, dabbled in stocks that yield dividends, and created side businesses. Now, when the economy hits a rough patch, who is more secure? The answer is clear: the one who has multiple streams of income. This isn't just theory, it's backed by financial wisdom. Studies show that the average millionaire has at least 7 income streams. This might include real estate, royalties from intellectual property, or even online businesses. The key here is creating financial independence, money that works for you, even when you're not actively working. So how can you start? Begin small. Set aside a portion of your earnings to invest in assets that appreciate over time, like index funds or rental properties. Start a side hustle that aligns with your passions. Each step builds a safety net, allowing you to weather economic storms without losing sleep. The ultimate goal isn't just financial security, but freedom. Freedom to pursue what you love, spend time with family, and live life without the shadow of financial stress. Remember, prosperity isn't about earning a fixed salary. It's about creating a system where your money grows and works for you, empowering you to thrive in any circumstance. 3. Breaking limiting beliefs about money. The Bible has often been misquoted when it comes to money. Contrary to popular belief, the Bible doesn't say money is evil. Instead, 1 Timothy 6:10 clarifies that the love of money is the root of all evil. This important distinction sheds light on a deeper spiritual truth. The problem lies not with money itself, but with how we view and use it. Take Abraham, for instance. Known as the father of faith, Abraham was incredibly wealthy. Genesis 13:2 describes him as being very rich in livestock, silver, and gold. Yet his heart remained focused on God, not his possessions. He used his wealth to build altars, honor God, and bless others. Then there's Job, a man whose wealth was legendary. Job 1:3 lists his abundant possessions, yet when he lost everything, his response was not to curse God, but to worship, saying, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." In the end, God restored Job's wealth because his heart was never enslaved by it. And who can forget King Solomon, renowned for his wisdom? Solomon amassed wealth beyond imagination, yet he understood its limitations. In Ecclesiastes 5:10, he observed, "Whoever loves money never has enough." Even with his riches, Solomon knew that true fulfillment comes from a life centered on God. The lesson here is profound. Money is neutral. It's a tool, neither inherently good nor bad. Its value lies in how it's used. Are you hoarding it out of greed, or are you sharing it out of love? Are you consumed by the pursuit of wealth, or are you using it to serve a greater purpose? When we treat money as a servant rather than a master, it becomes a blessing. It can feed the hungry, provide shelter for the homeless, and support causes that uplift communities. But when money takes root in our hearts, replacing God, it becomes a dangerous idol. In essence, money reveals our priorities. Will we let it control us, or will we use it wisely to reflect God's generosity? 4. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to wealth. Knowledge isn't just an asset. It's the foundation of true wealth. As Proverbs 4:7 reminds us, wisdom is supreme. Therefore, get wisdom. This timeless principle highlights that without understanding, even abundant resources can slip away. One striking example is the plight of lottery winners. Studies show that 70 of them lose their fortunes within just a few years. Why does this happen? The answer lies in a lack of financial literacy. Winning millions overnight might seem like a dream come true, but without the knowledge to manage that wealth, it becomes a fleeting illusion. Imagine being handed a high-performance sports car but never learning how to drive. Chances are you'd crash it or never leave the driveway. Wealth operates similarly. Without understanding budgeting, investing, and financial planning, even the greatest fortune can disappear like sand through your fingers. Financial literacy empowers you to control your resources rather than letting them control you. It's not just about growing your wealth, but about sustaining it and using it wisely to create a secure future for yourself and your loved ones. Action step. Build your financial knowledge. Start by educating yourself. Dive into books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Take advantage of online courses on platforms like Coursera, Udemy, or Khan Academy to learn about budgeting, investments, and retirement planning. Attend financial seminars or workshops in your area. Most importantly, begin applying what you learn. Create a budget that tracks your income and expenses. Explore investment options like index funds or real estate. Learn about the power of compounding and how small, consistent investments can grow into significant wealth over time. Wisdom paired with action. turns knowledge into power. As you prioritize financial education, you'll not only secure your own future, but also be positioned to bless others. Remember, wealth built on wisdom doesn't just last, it multiplies. 5. The entrepreneurial mindset. Entrepreneurship isn't confined to owning a business. It's a mindset, a way of thinking that embraces creativity, resourcefulness, and opportunity. It's about taking what you have and building something extraordinary, whether in a corporate office, at home, or in your community. The wisdom of the ant. The Bible provides timeless entrepreneurial insight in Proverbs 6:6-8. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Ants are the epitome of resourcefulness and foresight. They don't wait for instructions or favorable circumstances. They act with purpose, planning for the future and diversifying their efforts. This is the heart of entrepreneurship: diligence, self-motivation, and adaptability. Imagine taking this principle into your own life. Are you storing up for winter? Are you diversifying your income streams or talents to prepare for opportunities or challenges ahead? A modern-day scenario: consider starting a side hustle or monetizing a hobby. Maybe you love photography, writing, or crafting. Platforms like Etsy, Fiverr, or YouTube allow you to turn these passions into income streams. For example, someone who enjoys baking can start by selling cupcakes at local events, gradually scaling to online orders. Over time, this small venture could become a full-fledged business, even replacing traditional employment. Think about the flexibility this approach offers. As instead of relying on one job, you're creating multiple streams of income. If one dries up, others can sustain you. That's entrepreneurship at its core. Thinking resourcefully, just like the ant. Why it matters: entrepreneurship cultivates problem-solving skills, independence, and resilience. It empowers you to take control of your future, no matter your field. By adopting an entrepreneurial mindset, you're not just building a career, you're building a life of purpose, creativity, and preparedness. So take a page from the ant's playbook. Plan ahead, diversify your efforts, and embrace the power of creative thinking. Your journey may start small, but its potential is boundless. 6. Resilience and growth. Financial independence doesn't come without setbacks. It's a journey paved with lessons, not just achievements. While the idea of attaining financial freedom is empowering, the path is often riddled with challenges that test your resolve, adaptability, and resilience. Take Solomon, the wisest man in biblical history. His profound understanding of human nature and decision-making offers a timeless lesson. Failure is not the end, but a teacher. In Ecclesiastes 11:2, he advises diversifying investments, implying that even he understood the risks of placing all your resources in one venture. Now imagine you've started a business, poured your heart, soul, and savings into it, and it still fails. Solomon's wisdom encourages us to pause and reflect, not to quit. Was the market research inadequate? Did customer needs shift unexpectedly? Identifying the root causes of failure transforms setbacks into stepping stones for growth. For example, Walt Disney faced bankruptcy before creating his entertainment empire. Instead of viewing failure as defeat, he used it as an opportunity to rethink his strategies and emerge stronger. Financial independence requires this level of grit and determination. Moreover, setbacks often reveal blind spots. Perhaps you overlooked budgeting, failed to account for inflation, or underestimated the competition. These experiences teach you to refine your approach and future-proof your goals. For instance, diversifying income streams, like Solomon suggested, could safeguard you from over-relying on one source. The key takeaway is clear. Resilience and adaptability in the face of economic challenges are non-negotiable for long-term success. Every setback equips you with tools to navigate future obstacles. It's about shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, view it as a detour leading to a better route. Financial independence is a marathon, not a sprint. Embrace the lessons along the way. After all, even the most successful individuals didn't reach the top without stumbling. They succeeded because they learned, adapted, and kept moving forward. Let your setbacks be the fuel that propels you toward your ultimate goal. 7. Wealth as a tool for divine purpose. Money is most impactful when it reflects godly values like generosity and integrity, because it becomes a tool for good rather than a source of greed or pride. Proverbs 11:25 reminds us, "A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed." This wisdom reveals that true prosperity is not measured merely by the size of your bank account, but by the blessings that flow through your life to others. Generosity creates a ripple effect. It blesses the giver, the recipient, and even the broader community. Consider this. Money in itself is neutral. It's how we use it that determines its value. When guided by godly principles, wealth becomes a reflection of integrity, stewardship, and compassion. Generosity not only meets physical needs but also lifts spiritual burdens. It's a way of embodying Christ's love, reminding others that God sees and cares for them through tangible acts of kindness. Moreover, living with integrity in financial matters, whether by being honest in business dealings, avoiding unethical investments, or faithfully tithing, honors God and sets an example for others. When people see someone handling money with both wisdom and a heart to serve, it points them to a higher moral standard rooted in faith. Action steps start by identifying areas where your wealth can make a difference. Consider supporting local charities, funding scholarships, or contributing to your church's outreach programs. Even small acts like buying groceries for a struggling family or donating to disaster relief efforts carry significant impact. Additionally, ensure that your financial habits align with God's principles. Avoid dishonest practices, manage resources wisely, and remember that all you have ultimately belongs to God. When you use money to refresh others, you'll find that God refreshes you in return. This doesn't always mean material gain, but often comes in the form of joy, peace, and spiritual fulfillment. As you invest in others, you're also investing in treasures that will last for eternity. Actionable steps. 1. Shift your mindset. The journey to financial success begins in the mind. Many people harbor negative beliefs about money, seeing it as unattainable or even inherently evil. These misconceptions often stem from societal narratives or misinterpreted spiritual teachings. Yet wealth itself is neutral. It's the intention behind its use that defines its value. Consider this. Biblical figures like Abraham and King Solomon were blessed with abundance. Shifting your mindset means viewing wealth as a tool for creating positive change, enabling you to give generously, support meaningful causes, and build a legacy that aligns with your faith and values. 2. Invest in financial education. Knowledge is the foundation of wealth. Start by immersing yourself in financial education. Read books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, or The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. Attend seminars or workshops to learn from industry experts. Seek mentorship from someone who has already achieved financial stability. These steps will not only expand your understanding of money, but also equip you with actionable strategies to grow and manage your resources. The Bible encourages wisdom and prudence, reminding us in Proverbs 4:7 that wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. 3. Adopt an entrepreneurial mindset. Relying solely on one income stream limits your potential. Think creatively and explore additional ways to generate income. Whether it's starting a small business, investing in real estate, or monetizing a passion, the entrepreneurial mindset is about identifying opportunities and taking calculated risks. Remember, the parable of the talents, Matthew 25:40-30, teaches us the value of using what we have to multiply resources. 4. Use money wisely. Finally, align your financial decisions with your... Ask yourself, how does this purchase or investment align with my values? Budget wisely, avoid unnecessary debt, and give generously. When you steward money responsibly, you not only achieve personal financial stability, but also glorify God by using wealth to bless others and advance His kingdom. Transform your relationship with money and watch how aligning faith and finances can create a life of abundance, purpose, and fulfillment. The Bible shows us that wealth isn't about greed. It's about wisdom, persistence, and aligning our financial goals with God's purpose. King Solomon's lessons are timeless, guiding us to build wealth not just for ourselves, but to bless others and honor God. If you found value in today's video, like, share, and subscribe. Remember, prosperity begins with a renewed mindset. Let's continue this journey together.